Hello! So I thought I'd do a really quick video about politics. So it's Sunday, and I just kind of released 2 videos just for the fun of it to see if it worked, and it works, so it's okay. Alright, what I have on in the background is MC Music Choice. It's my cable, it's my music, so don't say it's copyright, It's I pay for it, it's like if I had the radio on in the background. So, it states. Alright, I am a progressive Democrat, but I am a pragmatic, strategic Democrat. I don't believe in throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I believe in keeping what works and continuing to move forward in all things. Keep what works and improve what doesn't. So that's why I've kind of always liked the Democratic Party. I wanted to give a little heads up to my Facebook and blogging friends out there in the world, out there in the online world. I will be campaigning for Hillary Clinton, and I will not be talked out of it. And I will not talk you out of voting for Trump if you want to. However, I do have an opinion about Trump, just like you have an opinion about Hillary Clinton. And, you know, this term, we just have to agree to disagree. Okay, yeah. Because, yeah, what else are you going to do? I mean, you're not going to just keep fighting with somebody about something. However, if you agree to disagree about something, then you got to let it go, right? So, if you know that I am a Hillary Clinton supporter and you are a Donald Trump supporter, posting about how awful Hillary Clinton is and how she murdered 1 trillion people, her and Bill, and how she is the white witch of the Illuminati and she is the most evil person that's ever come along and she's just going to bring us all down and all these horrible things, and posting all these terrible rumors about her health and everything, and continuing to post how corrupt she is to me and talk to me about it, is just not going to persuade me. And I'm a pretty open-minded thinker. Okay, so here's my thinking about Hillary Clinton. Back in the day, when Bill and Hillary first came into the office, I wasn't too crazy about Hillary. I was like, I didn't know what to make of her. I really didn't. But then she started talking out about things. She started speaking up, and I thought she might be the brains behind Bill. Really, I did think that. Then when the whole Monica Lewinsky mess started, I thought, well, she's one hell of a lady. She's just, she's probably slapping Bill silly behind closed doors, but out there, she's standing by her man. And she was saying, I'm pissed at him, but I'm standing by him. And I really respected that about her. I did a lot of research on her. I read a lot of books about her, and she has always cared about women and children. She's always been out there. Now, I don't want to get into all the, what did she say about who Bill had sex with? Did he rape those people or whatever? He said, she said, he said, she said, she said, he said. Okay? I don't care if Bill had affairs. I really don't care. That doesn't bother me. I care about what he did in the White House. And I think that his White House presidency was overtaken by so much of that nonsense that it just got crazy. So, I always thought there was a lot more that Bill could achieve, but he didn't get it done, and I thought that Hillary was very smart and always advising him, and so when she ran for president, I 100% got behind her. I wanted to see not just a woman in the White House, I wanted to see Hillary in the White House. I'm not the type of woman that would just vote for a woman to get a woman in the White House. No. So I really campaigned for her, and that was back in 2007, 8, 9, into there. And then when she said, move on over, get with Senator Barack Obama, and this is why the country wants him, the people need him, and go for him, I said, okay. And I got on board with President Obama, and I never looked back, never regretted it. And I would love for him to have 4 more years, but I know the poor man needs a break from us, and so does First Lady Michelle and their family, Alea and Seisha. They need a break from us. But yeah, if we could do 4 more years of the Obamas, I'd keep them. So that's my stance. When Hillary came out this time, I voted for her 2 times for senator of New York, because I'm in New York. I did vote for her in the primary for her to be my president nominee in the primary. I was romancing Bernie. I was feeling the burn. I was loving it. I felt like I was cheating on Hillary. I was kind of like, just loving up Bernie on the side, but thinking, this is not really going to happen. I mean, that is what I thought. I thought, man, he's so good. He's almost too good to be true. And it sounds so good. I want to love him, and I do love him. And oh my God, Jane and Bernie. But when Bernie said, move on over, get with Hillary all the way, I said, okay. And that's where I am, because that's what I do. So, did I think about Libertarian and Green Party? Yeah. But I thought, the Libertarian and the Green Party really has to get a little bit more established before I can think about them seriously, or anyone can, to actually put them in the White House. Otherwise, they're building, but they're kind of like in the shadows always, kind of, they got some great ideas, but for me, it's Democrat or Republican. I wish we had more parties that were stronger and bigger and better and more developed. And yeah, I was Bernie all the way. And then when Bernie said, go with Hillary, I went with Hillary. The reason I didn't go with Hillary, I wasn't all on board with Hillary right away, was this time around she seemed so guarded, so sterile, so formal, that I felt like I lost the Hillary I knew. Hillary was always very personable. Hillary was always very open-minded, spoke her mind freely, and never backed down. And she just seemed, she was always very approachable, and she seemed very unapproachable and guarded and defensive and not sure what to say. And I thought, my God, through all the testimony and all that she has been through, they have made her, she looked like she had a big question mark in her head, like, I don't know whether I should answer this reporter or not. I don't know if I should sound enthusiastic in my speech or not. She just looked like she was self-editing herself so much. She was self-editing so much that I no longer recognized her as the Hillary I knew. So I was leaning towards Bernie, but then I went with Hillary, and guess what? Hillary's back. That is Hillary, 100% the Hillary I want as my commander-in-chief in the office, my Madam President in the office. So, things I've been thinking this week. The birthers movement. Hillary Clinton did not start it. I remember very well when that started because I was campaigning full-fledged for Hillary. And there were some volunteer campaigners who had started some emails. Emails really had to do with not so much if President Obama was a U.S. citizen. They knew he had a dual citizenship, like he was going between Kenya and Hawaii, and they knew that he was from, he grew up with a single mom and his grandma, and then he visited his dad's parents in Kenya and went back and forth like that, and then to university. So, made perfect sense that he was going between Hawaii, Kenya, and Chicago and everything. It just made sense. But I think what they were looking at is, since he was living in Kenya, and because of his actual name, could he have some Muslim roots and values that maybe would not line up with America's goals for the future with the Middle East? So I think that's what they were looking at, what they were alluding to, and then it just got a little bit cuckoo. And the minute Hillary Clinton found out from her chief staff member that these emails were continuing among volunteer people, and they were getting distributed internally first. And then every now and again, you'd see someone from a church would send one out to another church. Like, be careful, he's really Muslim, he's really part of the Middle East, he's, you know, that kind of stuff. And Hillary Clinton squashed it and fired everyone involved in her campaign. I do believe she apologized. I believe there was a conversation of some kind. I don't know what kind, but there's a great article out there written by a young Republican author in I think it's News Journal. I'll find it and link to it, where it goes ahead and it talks about how the rumor got going and how it stopped. And that was not the beginning of the birther movement. Donald Trump grabbed onto that, fueled it, fired it, flamed it over and over again, fanned it, insisted there was no birth certificate, there was no proof that President Obama was not born in the United States. President Obama was really a Muslim who had jihadist philosophies. He really continued it right up till like about a half a minute ago, and he really didn't finish anything. He just shifted the blame. I want to show you what I think, the reason I will not vote for Donald Trump, even if I wanted to, even if he was the only candidate that was a viable option at this point, that was really, really good. I wouldn't, because he infers, his whole strategy has been infer, insult, instigate, and then back up and watch and wait, see what happens. What's happened is the news media has been paying more attention to Trump this, Trump that. Trump tweeted, Trump said this, oh my God. Is he going to retract it? Is he going to stand by it? How's Trump going to back this up? Is he going to walk away? What's he going to do? Is he going to walk it back? On and on and on. Is there a basket of deplorable? You bet there is. There's a basket of deplorable everywhere. But is there half a basket of deplorable, in my opinion? Yeah. And they are. You can see them clapping, their eyes glazed over, and they look like they're bloodthirsty, and they're in the crowd holding up a sign that says, Trump, 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 Trump. They shout, put her in jail, put her in jail, put her in jail. Yeah. Build a wall, wall, we want a wall, we want a wall. They remind me of people in the Roman Colosseum who are calling for the blood of somebody. Is everybody in that crowd like that? No. But a majority are. So, half are the deplorables. They're racist, they're white supremacists, they are. They truly are. They're the haves, and they want nobody else to have. They have, and they want nobody else to have. They're greedy. They're xenophobes. They're homophobic. They hide under the guise of Christianeses. They spew hate and dissension and discord, and they feed on people's fears. And I think a lot of really what Hillary Clinton was saying, in my interpretation, was half of those people are deplorable, what she called in a generalistic, gross term, despicable, deplorable, whatever. She doesn't need them. Nobody needs them, right? She needs the other half that wandered into there, ended up in the middle of the Trump train going, I thought it would be good to get secure borders because there's all this terror going around, and this guy knows a lot about jobs, so maybe he could create jobs. And our cities and states are falling apart. There's boarded up houses and businesses. He does know how to build things. He does know how to demolish, build, and make things look really good. We could have America looking beautiful again. We could have people respecting us again. People wanting to come to America and not laugh at us and say, ha ha ha, your subways are falling apart, your airports are falling apart, your buses are falling apart. Okay, I get it. Some of those people ended up in the basket like missing, like a lost sock. They can't get out of the deplorable basket they're stuck in because they're missing one sock and they need to hop out, and they're kind of limping out. So it's taking them some time. And Hillary was saying, I need those people in my corner, the ones that he does speak something to. They do need, they do want. Those are the real issues that he did speak to, that they want more to hear about. I want those people to come back. She doesn't need the other half of deplorable. There's a population of deplorables everywhere. They hide out in churches, in mega churches, in little corner churches. They work in every profession and field. They're in politics. They're in every walk of life, every socioeconomical, everything. And they just exist in the shadows of everyone else's light, and they get in the way and they dim things, and they murky things up. But what I think she did was she outed them. She said, here they are, they exist. So, and I don't need them. And not all of them are that way. I have found some deplorables in my own friends list on Facebook, on Twitter. I've known these people for years. And only in this election am I like, oh my God, you are a racist, you are a xenophobe, you are a homophobe, you are the most sexist person I've ever, oh my God, you are really afraid of other cultures. You really don't think anybody deserves anything at all. Not even a little bit of help. I have met those people on my friends list and gone, oh my God, I've been hanging out with these guys forever. And I didn't know they were really truly that way. But they are. And I have people in my family that I knew were Republicans, but I never knew. There's a small little bit that what's keeping them voting for Trump is they're the deplorables. Yeah. I have some in my family that are xenophobe, homophobic. They'll disguise it under Christianese and the gospel, but they are homophobic. They are racist. And that's the way it is. And they have a lot. And they don't think anybody should. They don't want anybody else to have what they have. It's greed. So, yeah. There's those people everywhere. So, I'm not going to worry about the basket of deplorables. And here's the other thing. I see all these memes up where people are saying, a proud deplorable. Let me tell you something. If you truly are a deplorable, I don't think you really know it. You don't. It's sort of like a person with a really true personality quirk or mental health kind of something that's making them not well, a little unwell. They usually are the last to know if they're truly, truly sick. So if you truly, truly are a racist and you truly, truly are a sexist, and you truly, truly are a misogynistic person and a bully, sometimes you're the last person to know. Yeah, it's true. And you're really shocked to find out that you are. So, that's my take on that. The reason I want to say that Donald Trump did not put the issue of the birther movement away, which he started, is because he continues to infer that President Barack Obama is one of them. He continually says things like, have you ever noticed that the president doesn't say ISIS? When he speaks of ISIS, he's the only one that says ISIL. Nobody else uses that term. It's like a term of familiarity. It's like he knows them, they know him, he knows them, and he's with them. He's a sympathizer, he's one of them, because only they know that term, ISIL. It's like it's code to them, okay? That's what he's inferring over and over again. He's inferring he's really part of a jihadist. He's with them. That's what he's been inferring all along. Whenever he says that, that's what he's inferring. My personal opinion is, although I think we need a better surrounding, better than being able to run through 3 people's backyard and be in somebody else's country without proper papers and procedures and everything. We need checks and balances at the border. We need a little bit, like I said, maybe more than a garden fence, but we need access points where people go in and the checks and balances continue. That's where it's falling apart. I love looking at policy and programs. It's not that we don't have borders. We do. We don't have great. We have security at borders. We have security that can be paid off at borders. We have internal affair problems more than anything else. It's like anything. A lot of these problems go on internally, and I'm going to talk about the profit of addiction and pain, profiteering off pain medicine, and now the profiteering of recovery. Everything, politics is involved, and internally there are things that are done in programs, to state-run programs especially, government-run programs, that somebody's getting paid all the time, and it's not you and me. But we're being told we need to benefit from these programs. So I think in my general analysis of 2 things, I will not vote for Donald Trump. I will keep calling him out on all of his cuckoo-ness, because it's okay to say cuckoo and crazy, because everyone in the whole darn world is a little bit crazy. Everybody is. Some people just hide it better than others. It's true. And there will come a day where they don't hide their crazy very well, and they'll get called on it. It's true. So, I think what Donald Trump does more than anything is infer. He agitates. He's what we used to call on threads a long time ago in forums, a poo disruptor. He stirs everything up and then goes, "Ooh, it stinks." He does. So, I don't think he ever really wanted to run for president. I think he's stuck running for president now. I think he's going to try to sabotage the best he can his run and throw it to Hillary Clinton, because I pay attention to every little detail. I can't help it. They get stuck in my head. He said back in the 90s, if he ever ran for president, he would run on the Republican ticket because Republicans were so dumb they would believe any lie he told them. That's what he said. I believe it was with People magazine. I think he's just trying to be as vile as he possibly can, and as inconsistent and as totally unorthodox as he probably can, as he could possibly be, and outlandish. And he's got to be going home face palming, going, "I can't believe it. These people are still voting for me. Wow. I can't believe it. They're not leaving." He's stuck. He's a party puppet now. He is. And I think he's realized, too, that if he ends up being president, that there isn't a whole lot he's really going to be able to do. They're going to be running the show for him, but still, there is a whole lot he can do. There isn't a whole lot he can do, but there's still stuff he can do. So, that's that. Okay, and I can't get on board with the people that are wishing Hillary dead. Gee, I just don't like to wish anybody dead. I don't care if you had a dream that she died, or you want to say that God came to you, or 5 million guides came to you and told you that Hillary Clinton was going to die. For the same reason that I wouldn't get happy and start dancing if Donald Trump clutched his chest and fell over and died. I would be crying, because I'm not a despicable, deplorable person. I wouldn't find joy in someone else's suffering. So there's a whole bunch of people out there that have been predicting Hillary Clinton's death, and predicting because of supposedly the trail of murders that are coming from Bill and Hillary when they were in the White House and when they were governor, and everybody that has just happened to die around them that they supposedly bumped off. And because of this, there's a whole bunch of people that call themselves Christian. Oh yeah, they do. And they are waiting for what they believe came from God for her to fall over and die. Yeah, you give Christianity a bad name. That's what you do. And I can't get on board with being happy about anybody dying. If Donald Trump was to clutch his chest, even have a trip, even fall, I would feel bad for him and his family. Even though he makes fun of everybody else, I would feel bad for him. So I just can't. That's never going to be me. I feel like and I have always been a type of a person that dreams. I dream things before it happens. I dreamt really specific dreams about Prince before he died, and I chalked it up to I had been watching some Denise Matthews, aka Vanity videos, the day before. So that somehow he got into my subconscious and I was dreaming about him. But then the next day he died, and what I dreamt was really bizarre. So I've kind of just kept that in a really secret core essence of my soul pocket close to my heart, and I don't give out too much detail because I think the truth will come out. And other people have dreamt other things, and other people have heard from their guides other things. I really pray for our leaders. I pray for Hillary. I pray for Bill. I pray for Chelsea. I pray for Donald Trump and his entire family. I might not like everything they do, but I pray for them anyways. I don't like everything I do, and I pray for myself. So that's my video. I'm sticking with Hillary. Nobody's going to talk me out of it. Okay, that's my longest video, and that's my only political kind of like introduction video of what I believe politically. Vote. I will vote till my dying breath, as long as we have a right to vote. And just gotta keep moving forward, and wish everybody safety and a good day. Bye. Thanks for listening.